We thought that we would look at how the 8th anniversary of 9/11 is resonating among Muslims around the world. And for that, we turn to Dalia Mogahed, the Executive Director of the Gallup Center for Muslim Studies. Mogahed is an advisor to the Obama administration and leads an unprecedented survey of more than 1 billion Muslims worldwide. Dalia, welcome to the program. Let me start by asking you, your polling shows that America's image has improved in some Muslim countries since 9/11. Give us some context. Why is that? And are there countries in this list that might surprise us?
Well, I think it's very interesting which countries those are. We find that the biggest improvement has actually been in Egypt and in Saudi Arabia, which used to be among the countries with the lowest approval rating of the United States. In Egypt, for example, the leadership of the United States went up from only 6% approval to 25% approval. Still not a majority, but an important improvement.
And what are some of the reasons behind why that has happened?
I think that the overtures of the Obama administration to Muslim-majority countries have been appreciated and recognized by the public in Egypt and in Saudi Arabia and in many other Muslim-majority countries. The main issue that angered Egyptians specifically at the United States was the Iraq War, and with the Obama administration specifically talking about a withdrawal, I think that that's improved people's opinions.
And overall, 8 years on, is there more or less violent extremism and sympathy for al-Qaeda?
Well, the sympathy for the attacks of 9/11 have been on a decline, and they continue to decline in 2009, especially among both Egyptians and Saudis. And it's interesting, they're the two countries that improved their opinion of the United States, and they're also the two countries whose publics are less likely than they were just a year ago or 2 years ago to say that the attacks of 9/11 were justified.
And Dalia, what about opinions towards Muslims around the world? Have they got more or less negative, or would you say that the figures have stayed about the same? And why do you think there may or may not have been changes to that?
The opinions toward Muslims around the world, specifically by the American public, have improved slightly, but not very much. So in 2007, we found that around 19% of Americans said that they had extreme prejudice toward Muslims. When we polled again in 2009, that number was 14%. It's moving in the right direction, but it's still it hasn't moved very much.
All right, Dalia Mogahed in Washington, thank you very much.
Thank you.